morning, everybody. So, do you have your jacket and stuff, or do you want me to grab it for you real quick? You want me to grab your jacket and stuff for you real quick? What stuff? Because we gotta use it. Sure. Because you want to get stuff together in a few minutes. No, but you know, like get your coat and everything and stuff. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Just make sure it's fine. crazy. Can y'all hear me now? Oh Lord. Hope I'm not at these people's house too early. They're just trying to park over here as a Shaniece R.
Definitely are.
Huh?
They're not operating.
No, I have already asked her, so I don't know. I don't at this point. I don't know if don't nobody answer the door, then I'll just call out of work. Cause at this point, I don't know what else to do.
Alright.
Hold on.
Just so you know that the lights turned off.
Come on, let's go.
It's like I can't see it.
So I'm here. Wait a minute. Hold on, sweetheart. That's why I keep telling you that you need to put this stuff inside the back of the car. I don't understand.
I had it. I saw it. But then you grabbed it. You actually did this.
No, I was trying to help you, but I keep explaining to you that you need to leave the bag in the back of the car. That way, you know, you have space to actually get yourself together. Come on, you ready? Where's your hat at? No, let's go. Because at this point, I really don't care. Because I keep telling you that you need to keep your hat on your head. It is cold outside. I don't understand what you think this is. It's not summer. Okay. So my son had on no hat, no gloves. I'm like, what the? And I keep trying to explain to him. I'm like, it is summertime. Like, I don't know what you. I don't know. And mind you, the crazy thing is, I went to Walmart and I bought over 3 hats, right? Some really nice thick gloves and everything. And I'm asking, okay, well, where's everything at? Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know either. Again, this is what he needs to have a sense of responsibility. And I keep trying to explain that to him. Like, you can't just say, you don't know. Like, I'm not going to let you just throw your hands up and say, oh, I don't know. No, you got to figure it out and you have to find it. Like, I genuinely want my son to have a sense of something called responsibility. Like, I want him to have an understanding on what that is, because at the end of the day, I can't sit up here and, you know, look for stuff for you or find something for you that you have and or that you are responsible for. Like, just no, I'm not doing it. No.
Sometimes I just feel like it's just, oh, Lord Jesus. And then he's standing outside, he goes, I asked him, I said, well, you want mine freezing cold? Well, I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the proper things on that you're supposed to have on, and I keep telling you that you have to wear these things. That's why, like, when my son be outside and he be like, I'm cold, I be like, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. No, you're not. You're not cold. No, you're not. I could see, right, if I was one of those mothers that just never had got no, like a hat or a scarf or coat. He just didn't have any of the proper clothing that he's supposed to wear, for particular weather changes. Cool, then I can understand him say, well, I'm cold, because he doesn't have it. But when you have access to it and you are available to it and you don't keep up with it, sweetheart, that becomes your fault. Again, a sense of responsibility is keeping up with your things. And don't get me wrong, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I get that, you can lose things, you can misplace things. And I get it. I totally get it. But when you are misplacing every single last piece of clothing pertaining to a hat, a pair of gloves, a scarf, a jacket, a coat, how the hell you lose a damn coat? Now, kids, they're not going to be able to keep up with their scarves and their hats and gloves and things like that. Fine, I get that. I get it. But that's why I buy you multiple pairs of these things, because I know you're not going to be able to, keep up with it. And I don't expect them to. I do, but I don't, because, it's, everybody has misplaced a glove or a hat or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, I misplaced it, but I know where my other hat is, or I know where my other pair of gloves are. But when you don't know where nothing is, oh, no. Sir, I have a problem with that. Again, I know the things that I buy you, so I know what you have, right? And I know why I buy you these things. But when it's, oh, Mom, I can't find the elbow, it's going to freeze because I don't know what else to tell you. It's that part for me, though. Like, I don't get it. Like, I literally, like, I promise you, I don't understand. I don't. That car was not going to let me go. It's tough. Like, it really, really genuinely is tough trying to get Noah to understand that, he has to be responsible for these things. And I keep telling him, like, baby, you are responsible for them. You have to be responsible. And then I felt bad for waking up his grandparents this early in the morning. But again, I did have a conversation with the grandmother, and I asked her already, hey, can you watch Noah? My mother isn't going to be there, so can you watch him for me because I have to work in the morning? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I genuinely try to keep open communication, because I feel like that's important, and I need that, you know what I'm saying, because I can't watch it by myself. So I gotta ask a question pertaining to it. I don't know, I'm tired, yo. Like, I'm genuinely tired, y'all. I'm crossing over. I don't got no second time for them. Was this truck getting over or no? I don't think so. like sometimes I don't know, I just feel like sometimes, you know, I need a minute to myself sometimes, and I'm gonna keep it about. I definitely do feel like, you know, sometimes I just need a little minute, because it definitely can feel like a lot. And but you know, when you become a mother, you take on that, you know, that role and that sense of responsibilities with, you know, how they feel and how you feel, but how they feel comes first. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot. I just got real tired, and I hate when that happens. My eyes are weak, and you can hear like the voice drop in my voice, because that's because I'm tired. Oh Lord, help my life. I'm going to work. I leave work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And again, I felt bad for waking up his grandparents this early in the morning. But again, I did communicate, you know, with them and things of that nature. And I just feel like if somebody is watching your child early in the morning, you know, give them, you know, some grace. And it, you know, you should at least ask, you know, 2 days prior to that instead of like a day. Especially if it's early in the morning. I definitely do think that you should give someone the grace period of, you know, 2 days. At least they can, you know, mentally get themselves together with, okay, you know, I gotta watch this baby at like 5:30 in the morning or something like that. I think they should give people, you know, grace with certain things pertaining to time. That's just what I personally think. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I definitely would want to give somebody, you know, just common courtesy pertaining to time. Because I think I had asked her, was it yes? I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was the day before. I think it was the day before yesterday. I had asked her, you know, can you guys, you know, keep an eye on Noah while I go to work. That's the least you could do, right? That's the least you could do when somebody got to get up at maybe like, let's say if I'm watching somebody child at 5:30 in the morning, I'm going to get up around like 4:30, you know, take a shower, you know, kind of just woosah myself and get myself together pretty much in a sense, and then, you know, get ready to watch your child while you go to work. Now, if no one wanted to even see the night with them, that would be even better, because guess what? Then I could go home, wash the clothes, cook dinner, and take a nap. That's kind of what I plan on doing. But, you know, when it's God's day, nothing that I say may not go right, but I'm praying to God. I have a good day at work. I hope it goes by fast. I want to go home, wash them clothes, make dinner, okay, and take a nap. I really, really do. And my son could go play with his cousins. Now, you know, I don't know if that's the way my day is going to go. I would love for it to. But, you know, the unexpected, expected. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping and praying that it's just a real good show day, because I don't got to go outside no stores. I don't gotta go nowhere. I don't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta pay for anything. So I should just be fine and just go to work, go get Noah, go get his bike, go. I gotta go to I gotta make one stop, and then that's, well, I mean, I can do that at any time, so it's like, oh my goodness, I gotta get it done now, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not nothing major or nothing like that, so I pretty much should be okay. I'm pretty excited, to be honest with you guys. I just feel like, that's the least you could do when somebody has your child this early in the morning. You got to give them some type of common courtesy pertaining to, time. That's pretty much all I'm saying. Hold on, y'all. I feel like I'm too dim. Hold on. And you definitely can hear I'm tired. You can hear it, so. You definitely can hear that I'm tired. Like, I just got tired. That, I guess for me, right? Like, that's why I tell people in 2026, I have to be very honest. I personally don't care about what people think and or say, because if you have a child, right? And let's say if you're a single parent, right? Not even that. We're going to go with, there's a 2-family household, right? So it's, well, not 2-family, but y'all catch my drift. Hold on, guys. Oh, thank you, Joshua. There is a man and a woman that lives together in the same household. You got your kids and things of that nature. Now, let's say both of y'all got to go to work, right? Kids are little. So you still have to find somebody to watch your kids, because you both still have to go to work. You understand what I'm saying? So I say, and I'm going to say this in the most respectful manner, hell with anybody else think in 2026, you got to do what you got to do for your household. You keep your village. Because at one point, at one time, I was going to let somebody disrupt my village because of an assumption. I said, you know what? In 2026, I don't give a damn what you think. This is my village. This is how I get paid. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I provide. Damn but what you got to say, because I don't care. Let me tell you something. You can sit up here and say I slept with Tom and Harry, and I bet you my bills still be paid. Bet you my son still get clothes, get a haircut. I still put gas inside my car. I don't give a darn about what you say. Okay, if you thought I was finna care that much, you're bugging. This is good. Good morning. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. That was so kind of you. I'm gonna have to grab it when I get out of here, though. Not now. But thank you. I appreciate it, and good morning. Oh, do I gotta take my mother to the store? I pray to God I do. Thank you. That was kind of you. So I appreciate it. Thank you. 2026 so gassy, boo. Thank you. That's why, you know what? I think for me, sometimes I don't have an understanding, because why would you want to, let's say you a man and you have kids, but you don't have your kids, right? Why would you want to disrupt or disturb a woman's village when she can provide for her kids? And respectfully speaking, and I'm telling you guys, like, I don't mean no harm, right? When you're a man and you don't have your kids, but you have kids, not being disrespectful when I say this at all, but you got to understand, the mother of your child has to figure out things that a woman that you like with the child has to figure out. So what I don't understand is, if you see, right, that I have a child and you see that I'm by myself, then I feel like it's common sense. You're going to know that All right, eventually down the line, she's going to have to get help somewhere. I mean, am I tripping? Because a single father, right? If he didn't have help, you will come in and you would think that, okay, well, if he has a daughter, he probably takes his daughter to the hair salon, right? So I'm confused. So then you come in and well, you can't. If you think you finna tell me in 2026 I can't have help because you stepped in it, I don't mean no harm, but and it's funny because people are like, oh my goodness, you're gonna be by yourself. Well, then damn it, so be it, right? Like, I cannot come in here unless somebody just tell me, no, you can't have your best friend around because I'm in the picture now. And I tell you guys, I genuinely feel like that is seriously a problem. And that's where, when it's funny because it makes me think of one of the gentlemen that said that a man likes a woman that talks about non-debatable feelings. Well, sweetheart, certain things in my life pertaining to being a mother are non-negotiable. And that is one of them. You cannot sit up here and stop my village and stop my paper flow because you feel you right now in the picture. If you just coming into the picture, sweetheart, you're not going to meet my son. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't bring him to where he needs to go, or you can't drop him off, or you can't pick him up. So someone that I do know and that is safe with my son, he's going to be around. Or people be like, oh, well, why don't you got no female friends? Well, because they don't have cars. And I do have female friends, but they don't have cars. It's funny because all my male friends have cars. All my female friends don't, besides one. But that girl always busy. She always busy. And her kids are grown now. See, you understand what I'm saying? She don't want to deal with no 9-year-old and she got grown kids. Like, her kids is driving. Like, what you thought? Especially, like, if you're a mother and your kids are older, baby, sometimes, mothers don't feel like dealing with little ones no more. Listen, their kids is grown, they driving you, okay. They'll tell you in the quickness, honey, I'm in the bed. Or, honey, my kids, they, sometimes they just don't want to do it. And I get it. That's why I said, like, when I had to wake up his grandparents, I gave them the common courtesy, I think, of 2 days to ask her, hey, can you do this on Saturday? Because my mother can't do it. So it's just about common courtesy. And at this point, I don't care. I'm over it. I know that's right. Somebody said, get your own car. Stop leeching. What? I have my own car. Why do people keep asking me, do I live in my car? Like, what is happening? You do know that when you become a parent, it's not about you no more. And this is why I feel bad for some of these men that have kids and they don't see their kids, because they will never really understand what a woman has to go through, because they're so stuck in their own ways to where they don't even want to see it. That's ridiculous. How the hell you gonna sit up here and try to tell a woman what she can and can't do, but you got a whole child with a woman and she got to figure the same thing out? I'm confused. So when do you as a father come in and say, let me step in and let me take some of this away from you? No, it does. I definitely do agree. See, that's what I'm saying. When people have their kids and their kids are grown, sometimes, if you be like, oh, can you watch my little one? Boo. Them days is over. My kids is grown. I'm not dealing with that. And I always say it's okay, because, listen, if somebody was to ask me now when I watch a newborn, I might tell them, no, mine is not. He could get up. He could put a Pop-Tart in the oven. Now, I'm sorry, no. Like, no. But I would do it because, someone watches my child. And I don't know. Because if you got a crybaby, I ain't dealing with that. Because my son wasn't out, disrespect. But if your newborn is a crybaby, I don't, You better figure something else out. I'm sorry. Listen, That's why I say when people get older and they kids, like as people get older and their kids get older, some parents, some grandparents don't want to deal with that. They be like, that's your child. You better figure it out. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. This is Canadian Clear. It is sparkling water beverage. Made with water from natural Canadian springs. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Somebody said, imagine complaining about kids being kids. Yeah, but that's your kids. Those not my kids. Like, those are your kids, not mine. And y'all gotta, sometimes, newborn, sometimes you get a crybaby and sometimes you don't. My son wasn't a crybaby. So, that's not complaining. That just means telling you, hey, I don't want to deal with that. See, you see what I'm talking about? When somebody else doesn't want to deal with something because they don't have to, in your mind it becomes complaining. In my mind it becomes, I don't want to deal with that. That has that, like, what? So I'm supposed to sit up here and deal with that because that's your child? I don't think so. That's your child, not mine. Listen, you may think that you telling your husband something, babe, you don't know what your future gonna be. You could want to raise your child up to be a doctor or a lawyer, and they might end up sitting up here becoming a whole addict. At the end of the day, Lord knows I'm not speaking out on nobody's child or over nobody's child. But at the end of the day, we may think that, we want the best for our kids, but we don't know what God's plan is for them. I can sit up here and say, I want Noah to be a professional football player. And he probably end up being a professor. I don't know. Or he could, I don't know. Like, I don't know his future. All I know is the path that I would like for him to go on. But whatever path he stays on, as he gets older, there's nothing I could do. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Happy New Year to you. I mean, we definitely could want the best for our kids. And I truly do believe that. But, as they get older, they make their own decisions. And of course, I'm pretty sure every parent wants their child to make the right decision. But it's not our decision. It's their decision. And that's where we hope that our teachings, like I was telling you guys yesterday, hopefully our teachings will, we can install that in them as they're at a really early age. And as they get older, they learn from it. So, but again, you can tell your child, hey, don't go around stealing cars. But you steal a car every single day. If you're going to lead by example, then lead by example. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Then lead by example. Don't sit up here and tell your child something, but you doing the same thing. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you were doing something like that and you stop, kids are quick to pretty much throw something in their parents' face. And I tell kids all the time, be careful who you mock, because you just may become them. That's why I always say, you genuinely have to be careful with that, because literally God can have it to where you thought that you were sitting up here and you got one up on your parents, and it turns out your future be just terrible. Or because you couldn't just shut your mouth, okay, and be respectful. Whatever your parents did, that has nothing to do with you, right? Now, whatever they're doing, that still don't got nothing to do with you. Because at the end of the day, guess what? That's not your plan. That doesn't have to be your life. Like, you understand what I'm saying? There you go. And even when you are those things, right? Even when you give guidance, support, and being consistent, again, kids still gonna do what they want to do as they get older. Like I tell Noah, I know what you're doing when you're in front of my face. I don't know what you're doing when you're in school. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't say, well, he didn't do that. But if I know my child and I've observed my child and actually take the time out to have a conversation with my child and have that communication with my child and have that bond with my child, I can pretty much determine when a lie is being told. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like as long as, just like we're saying y'all last night, as long as you know your child, right? And that's why I tell these kids nowadays, don't try to get one up on your parents, because you embarrass yourself. But even so, like I was telling you guys before, you can have a two-parent structure household, right? And you can have that foundation. You can have that stability. You can have that love. You can have that structure. You can have that legacy. And kids will probably still run amok at the end of the day. Something that I really would genuinely like for people to stop saying in 2026 is, oh my goodness, two-parent household, two-parent household. Everybody does not have that, honey. And like I told you guys, there are some people that have one parent household and their kids have grown up to be doctors or lawyers or professional players, indoor, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, though, she did the damn thing, or he did the damn thing. You can have all that and think that, oh my goodness, well, since I got a two-parent household, you understand what I'm saying? So my child gonna be good. No, your child may not be. They just may not be. You may think they are, but you don't know. You don't know that. Hello. Now, mind you, there is nothing wrong with the two-parent household. There is nothing wrong with it. I think it is a blessing and I think it is an amazing thing. But at the end of the day, though, I'm still going to run my household the way I run my household. Listen, everybody has a different opinion. I just have a different opinion. That's all. I was born December 13th, you guys. I'm going to go because I got to go inside my job. I get off at 6 o'clock. So let's see how my day go. Did I say I get off at 6 o'clock? I get off at 10 o'clock. I love you guys. I'm fine with the man leading. And I tell you, as long as he don't leave my ass off a damn cliff, we cool. We here. Bye, you guys. Take care. Have an amazing Saturday morning.